CBTV's special coverage of America Rolls the Dice. I'm Senior Correspondent Drake Jasper, and tonight we peek over the border and see what the heck is going on down there. I'm here in the CBTV Control Center with Skip Narconi, who's at the bunker board, a high-tech interactive map that only Skip knows how to operate. Now, Skip, can you explain the significance of the different colors of the states on the bunker board for anyone who's just tuned in?
Sure, Drake. There is no significance to these particular colors.
None whatsoever.
The colors are 100% arbitrary, Drake. We did not want to confuse our Canadian viewers who have a completely contradictory system of political color coding than the traditional American one, so we just picked a map that we thought looked pretty.
It is nice.
Isn't it?
And can you explain for our Canadian viewers what the Electoral College is and how it works?
No, I cannot.
All right then. Do you have any results for us yet?
Nothing yet, Drake. The polling stations have just opened, but I'll make sure to let you know.
Please do, Skip. Now, we had invited several South Asian epidemiologists to talk about COVID and several Black history professors with flame-like hairdos to speak about the impact of racism on the election. But CBTV's standards and practices said absolutely not. So instead, let's go now to presidential historian Dr. Ellis Fowler. Thank you for your time, Professor. Can you please explain for the Canadian audience what the difference is between the presidential candidates? We know they're both elderly white men who probably can't speak a lick of French.
And here's another historical morsel for your viewers. This is the first time that both candidates have never tasted what George Bernard Shaw called the anesthesia by which we endure the operation of life.
Are you talking about
Alcohol, Drake. They've never even tasted the stuff. Can you believe that? I mean...
Fascinating. So, is there in fact any meaningful distinction between the two men?
Well, one's a nice old fella, and the other's an actual raving lunatic with a veritable laundry list of scandals who's actively endeavoring to eradicate democracy itself.
Well, we know something about scandals here in Canada, Professor. Our Liberal government was nearly brought down by the infamous SNC Lavalin affair.
I suppose Nancy Lavalier is one of your Canadian legislators, or?
Surely you're familiar with the testimony of Jody Wilson-Raybould?
I'm sorry, Drake. I've got to go. I've got a thing.
Well, thank you for your insight, Professor Fowler. Now let's go back to the bunker board for an update on the electoral map with Skip Narconi. Do you have any updates for us, Skip?
Yep. It looks like Donald Trump has won in a landslide.
Well, what do you know? You heard it here first, folks. CBTV can now project the winner of the 2020 election is Donald Juan Trump. Wait a second. I'm hearing there might be a complication. Let's go to a break, but stay tuned for my humiliating retraction.